this is my project portion for my exam 1 of my ITC class, or video game making class, where we were tasked with making a dialogue system in Unity. A lot of resources were provided to us. The one that I used was How to Make a Dialogue System in Unity by Brackeys, and they have a lot of really good tutorials on there. And so this is my project for that class. Let me I'll play through it and kind of describe what I did. So first we're going to go start conversation. And this button up here is the trigger for the whole system. Actually, I'll go through it first, then I'll describe it. So old man. And notice how letters kind of pop up on there. So I'll do it again. Yeah. And so basically how this whole works is on this start conversation button, this is the trigger for the conversation. You'll see it has a dialogue trigger script, which is one of the 3 scripts down here. And this contains the name of who you're talking to, and kind of like the conversations, how many sentences there are going to be, or how many are going to be displayed at one point. And yeah, and then this kind of uses, so each of these is we'll go here into the scripts for a second. And this is made up of 3 scripts: a dialogue object, a dialogue trigger, and the dialogue manager, which does all the heavy lifting for us. So dialogues, or the dialogue thing, basically what it is it public string. All it does is contain the string, so the name, who you're talking to, and then the sentences. Dialogue trigger, which, as I said in the video, can be literally anything. It can be if you bump into something, if you interact with a person, maybe if you pull out a sword or something, and then you want to trigger it there, you can do that. Dialogue, and then so this triggers it, and you'll notice how this kind of goes. So it takes in the public dialogue, and which is that, and then you kind of choose the parameters of it. This is what's on the dialogue button. So yeah, you makes public dialogue, and then you can kind of fill that out however you want it, and then find object, dialogue manager, and that's this guy. And how this guy works is, so once he's called, he's going to take in this dialogue that we declared here, and then it's going to start going through it. So first it's going to animate the window popping up, which is, you kind of saw it move upward. Sentences.clear is going to kind of clear anything residual there. And you'll notice actually it has to do that because, where is it? Yeah, dummy dialogue, not too interesting, but you don't actually see that when the actual game is played. So, and so display next sentence, just going through it. Enumerator, this is how we get that effect of each letter being like printed. So you'll see it just for each letter, and that kind of gives that fun little effect, and you could adjust that to take longer or shorter, however you want to do it. Then you'll see end dialogue, it's void, and it is called in the display next sentences. So it's going to check, are we all done with sentences? And if we are, we're going to end the dialogue and return. And then it's going to set that to false, which in our animation system, animations is, so we have 2 animations right here, dialog box open and dialog box close. And I think if we open this, anchor position, yeah, it just kind of moves it. So it's going to cruise it down there. I actually think you might be able to see this if we go into the scene view. Yeah, you'll see this. So, and then if we were in the game view, so start this, you'll see it just kind of moved up. That's basically my project. Thank you so much for watching.